Hey. All right, good morning, everybody. Here with another morning live video series. This week we kind of covered, of course, morning market stats and tour to home on Tuesday. Then got to look at some tips for making your home office more productive. And yesterday got to see some volunteering opportunities in the Coeur d'Alene area with the Red Cross. And then today we're going to check in with a small business owner and see how the current stay-at-home order has affected their business. So let's talk to Noah with ScannedMedia. Morning, Noah.
Good morning, Kevin. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. So how are things going with being quarantined and staying at home and all that fun stuff that we've been having to do?
Oh, it's been a challenge and a change, But owning a business for the last 10 years, I've learned to adapt and innovate quickly, which I think is what's kept me alive. All my employees are still employed part-time right now, just to make sure we have enough cash flow to keep the business afloat. We have a bunch of projects we're working on, but it is definitely a challenge working from home and communicating through communication channels like Slack is mainly what we use. It's hard, I got an office in downtown Spokane for a reason, to be able to communicate and collaborate with my team of 7 employees. So it's been a little bit of a challenge adapting, but we're working. We're closed a couple projects last week. It's a little hard because I know everyone's kind of scared with spending money right now. They don't know where their business is. So it is a little harder to get some new business, but my advice to business owners is don't give up. We'll get through this. We're all in this together, and especially in this small knit community, we all support each other. Small business is what makes up Spokane, Coeur d'Alene in the Northwest.
Sure, sure. And what kind of changes has this, aside from, office and working from home, what kind of other changes have you seen with your business? Have you seen some positive stuff coming out of this?
Yeah, I think there's some positive stuff. I think that businesses are going to need our services more than ever when everything does come back online. We're a creative firm, ScannedMedia creative firm. We build websites, we're marketing, we build custom development. So we're getting a lot of traction with people going, my current business model worked back then, but now things have changed. And so businesses, small companies, business owners are reaching out to us, figuring out how they can innovate and stay in business. So yeah, it's definitely changed some aspects of things. I'm trying to think of the word.
Right. What have you seen some challenges for the businesses that you work with, and explain some of the businesses that you do work with, and some of the changes that have that's created for you as a marketing person?
So some of the challenges are majority of my clientele is restaurant clients, hospitality. We build a lot of mobile apps for individual restaurants and bars and coffee shops and whatnot. But the biggest challenge is coming up with the funds to be able to develop something like that. We're pretty inexpensive, but is that something that they have to move in towards? Restaurants, for example. Some of the research that I'm doing is showing that tables are going to be farther apart. And, there's just going to be a lot of restrictions. So coming up with different ways to innovate, for example, some of the concepts that I'm working on is a Spokane curbside pickup or Spokane drive-through, where people can order through a restaurant and then notify them when they're outside their door to run out food to them. And that's way I think restaurants especially can keep can innovate in this new economy that we're going to run into.
Nice. Well, that's great. And have you seen any struggles from your business? Obviously, with restaurants kind of not being able to allow people to dine in, that's changed their business. What the businesses that you work with, have you seen obviously them struggle, or has it helped, by cutting back employees and just being able to do curbside service?
Yeah, I mean, there's some clients that are doing okay with just doing takeout, and they're doing good. There are some other restaurants that are suffering. They don't have enough takeout options or uh, orders coming in to keep them alive.
Sure.
I think that if this trend is going to happen, where this is kind of the new trend where there's less dine-in options and more takeout, I think that restaurants will thrive if they adapt quickly. And like I said, I'm working on a platform, an app where everyone can be part of this and be on there. So they download one app, and then they have app options, kind of like an Uber, where they have options to all the different restaurants. But we're going to be a local company and supporting local and making it affordable for small businesses to be on this platform.
Right on, right on. Well, any other advice you can give small business owners before we end our meeting today?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is don't give up your marketing now. This is the best time to make sure you have some money set aside for marketing budget, because we will go back online and people are going to need to know that you're open and that you're still doing the things you need to do just a little differently. And don't give up. That's the biggest thing, and be willing to accept the change and to innovate. And we're here. We're here for the small businesses. We're here for anybody that needs help with anything. That's honestly my best advice is
Great.
Hang in there.
Right, great. Well, that's awesome, Noah. So that's Noah from ScannedMedia. That's our kind of check on the pulse of a small business today. We're trying to do something like this once a week. Next week we are going to be looking with interview with Safe Passage, and that possible other volunteer opportunities. If you guys, if you're a restaurant or a business that needs additional help with your media and your marketing, check out Noah with ScannedMedia. They're over in Spokane. You can find them on the internet, scannedmedia.com or .net. .com, scannedmedia.com. And he can set you up with a mobile app if you're a restaurant or something that hasn't had that option, and look for his curbside app soon. And thanks again, Noah, for joining us. Hope you have a great Friday. Everybody at home, have a great Friday as well, and have a great weekend. See you guys next week. Monday Market Stats, 8:30 a.m. Have a great weekend, guys.